Okay, everybody, we're going to begin right now. And I'm Bill Londrigan, president of the Kentucky State AFL-CIO. I'm here, and I want to welcome everyone and thank you for coming today to stand with Kentucky's coal miners and for safe mines. We are here today to say no more SAGOs, no more needless death and injury, and in our minds, no more tears for widows and children. Now, today's event is sponsored by Kentuckians for the Commonwealth, Appalachian Citizens Law Center, the United Mine Workers of America, the Kentucky State AFL-CIO, and all of organized labor who are here to say an injury to one is an injury to all. We are here today to urge quick action on House Bill 207, the Mine Safety Bill. We want the Kentucky House to hear House Bill 207 now.
I'm Melissa Lee. My husband was Jimmy Lee. He was killed May 20th, 2006 at Kentucky Derby in the mine explosion. I want to say to Mr. Kaler, shame on you for making the comment that this bill that we want passed would not have saved the men in 2005, 2006. This is a piece of my husband's hard hat that survived the explosion. If my husband had had a methane detector, he could have took his own readings. He may have saved himself as well as the others. How dare Mr. Kaler say that this bill would not save anybody? You make a bill, a law, to save others. What happened this time does not happen again. And I want it stopped. I don't want what happened to my children, my baby, to lose another father, another wife, kiss your husband goodbye and not know whether he's coming home or not. This should never have happened. The things that happened to the men in Kentucky is a shame. They are not useless pieces of equipment. They are human beings who have lives, who have families, who are needed. Every miner is needed. My father is a retired coal miner. My stepfather. My brother has been underground 12 weeks. Tomorrow will be 12 weeks. And he was afraid to even tell me because he knew how I feel about mining. I'm asking, please press for this. We need this bill passed. This has to be something that protects the other men who are providing for their families, who's keeping Kentucky up and running. Please push for this bill.
My husband, Russell Cole, was killed August 3rd, 2005 at Steelhouse Mining while retreat mining. And Bill Kaler says that these laws wouldn't help. Had Russell been trained, had them men been trained properly on how to retreat mine, then Russell would still be here with me and my 3 children today. This law needs to be passed. These men deserve to go to work each day and know that they're going to be able to come home to their wives. Russell went to work that day and he kissed me and told me he loved me. Never would I have thought that he wouldn't return home to me that night. And this bill needs to be voted on, pushed, because no other families need to go through what all of us widows have went through.
I'm Tammy Charles. My husband was killed in '99 working for South Acres Mining in a roof fall. This law needs to be passed, this House Bill 207. It wasn't no better then. Something now could change. He could have been here today. We have a child that he left. He's 15 years old, a special needs child that has to be without his father because it seems like nobody else cares to make sure these guys have a safe place to work. We got to see a closed casket. What was brought out here today, they were asked to take that off the property out here because it's hard for people to look at that. Well, what about us? Look what we had to look at. We didn't even get to see the body in the casket, just like that was a closed casket out there. We need this passed to save somebody else's family from what all of us have seen.
Thank you. My name is Stella Morris. My husband, David Bud Morris, passed away on December 30th, 2005 after having his legs severed buy a piece of equipment. I'm pushing this bill for so many reasons, but my husband could be here today had there been another Met underground. He had a Met there with him. That Met chose not to do anything. He chose not to instruct any other miner to simply tie tourniquets on his legs. That's all it would have took. He bled to death. And I would like for Mr. Bill Kaler and Mr. Gooch to both step in my shoes and walk in my shoes and live my life and look at my baby every day and know that his father's not there. And it's a simple, just an act of just evilness in my book on how they can say that won't change. It won't change any deaths. It won't prevent any deaths from happening, but it will. He would be with me today had there been somebody else there. And how we appreciate you all being here. We hope that you all continue to back us through this because we're not giving up. It doesn't matter if we have to come back every day. We're not giving up, so you all don't give up.